Then there's a place for the lawyer to direct the staff on the next steps and to create a packet for the potential client. So you may or may not have certain things you like to give the client in the initial visit. We have a list of the things that we like to give them, and you might, depending on the potential client, need to edit this, right? But you can assign everything in this template to someone. So if there's a certain staff member you want to assign it to, and you can put a deadline, a due date. So we include a client questionnaire, and it's a basic form, and we have several versions. So we have one for a divorce without children, one for a divorce with children, one for modification, one for a prenup or a postnup, one for a paternity case. So the standard things that you handle, you can have this client questionnaire, and it gives you a lot of information that you're going to need for the case. Then we have the payment remittance form in case they're going to pay by credit card. And I have a tip for you on credit cards. So we don't actually have to take their physical credit card and run it through a machine like you would if you were at a restaurant or something. We have a form they can fill out, but it's very important that every time you take that client's credit card information, or they give you permission to use the credit card, that they sign again. So this is just a little hot tip. We had a case once where a client wrote an email and he said, hit my same credit card again for whatever the amount was, let's say $3,000. And so we relied upon that, and we ran his credit card again for $3,000. Well, he got angry, as people going through an emotional time do sometimes, and he called the credit card company and told them that it was an unauthorized charge. And without even telling us or alerting us in advance, the credit card company just sucked that $3,000 right back out of our account. Even when we showed them the email where it was clear the amount and that he had given us permission, written permission in the email, that was not adequate. So they have to sign the sheet every time, and our sheet just has the information, their name that the credit card vendor wants. You know, their name, the billing address, how much is being charged, the credit card number, the expiration date, the secret code, and then they sign. And then we also put on our credit card form a place for them to initial and sign that we have permission to talk to the credit card company about their case if we end up in a dispute. The reason for that is you can't even call the credit card company and show them that email if you don't have that permission, because you're a lawyer and you have attorney-client privilege. So you're asking them to waive the privilege as to a dispute over the credit card. So that's all important tips, business tips for you. So going back, that's something that would be in our packet. And our packet could be in two forms. One, I might physically hand it to the client if I'm meeting in person, or sometimes I send it to them electronically attached to emails. So another item in there is our business card, our firm resume, and there are certain pieces of collaborative information that I like to include if I think the case might be appropriate for collaborative law. I wrote a book called Divorce the Collaborative Way, Is It the Way for You?, to help people understand if something about the collaborative process, to help them, the potential client, make a decision about which process would be best. So I like to give them that. There are many brochures that are available through practice groups or through the Collaborative Law Institute of Texas or through IACP, which is the International Association of Collaborative Professionals. Excellent organizations, and they provide you with membership with flyers that you can put in your packet to just give your client a little bit more information about collaborative